Good decision to bowl first here. The openers won't find this easy in the early overs. Got to be a great chance for some cheap wickets.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game. And there's some quality players in both teams. So I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Was quick onto that in the infield. Square cut, finds point, no run. Couldn't get it through the field. 4 runs added in that over. Australia are 4 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
Bumrah, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Trouble. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Big edge, where's that going?
Through the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Finds the fielder with that shot. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 9 runs added there. Australia 13 for none. Charming from the Reliance end. Doesn't beat the infield.
Hazelwood coming in.
First ball, but didn't get anywhere near that one. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of two.
Edged it. Australia goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. Super catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
That ball just fizzed off the pitch. A superb delivery, although they can't do any more short stuff this over.
Nice solid defensive shot. Hazelwood sees the end of the over. A superb one it was. No runs and a wicket to show for it as well. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Perfectly timed. Onto that early, that could be four.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Beats the field with a great shot. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. India are 11 for 1. Nearly gets the edge. Hazelwood with a great delivery there. beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. On that nicely, good defence. No, terrible shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Misses everything. Cuts that off well in the infield. Needs a direct hit. Oh no, what a chance. That's going to race to the boundary. Ellis shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Warner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Thick edge, no! That's racing away.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Ellis overstepped by a fair way. You don't want to be giving away extra deliveries too often. Huge, that has flown.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Huge over, 20 runs out of there. India are 37 for 2.
That's 4 overs down in the power play and they've batted really well. Good running and shot making sees them ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Edged. They've gone up here. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
On that nicely, good defence. End of the over, just one off it. India, a 38 for 3. Ellis from the pavilion end. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Nice solid defensive shot. That's 2 defensive shots in a row. That'll put a halt in their momentum. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though.
That is a difficult shot to play. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Dug that out well. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Straight to the fielder. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
Two blocks in a row now. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Over India, a 51 for 3. Edge, but it drops safely. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Massive outside edge. Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Australia needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Hazelwood from the Reliance end. Nice solid defensive shot. Seems to have misjudged that one. Ouch. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No shot offered. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. India, a 62 for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Got that away nicely. Dug that out well. Edged it. The bowl and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
It's another wicket. It's the fourth now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Reliance end. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Nearly gets the edge. Cummins with a great delivery there. Doesn't beat the infield. 5 runs added there. India are 72 for 4. Stark from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
And that brings up the batter's half.
A very professional innings this. Passes 50. Will certainly be looking to push on.
Nice solid defensive shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the fielder with that shot. Nicked it.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Sixth last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Dug that out well.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Good fielding out in the boundary. Drilled that one away. No. Terrible shot. Trouble. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. India are 86 for 4.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Oh, bowled him. What a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. On that nicely, good defence. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Two blocks in a row now. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 6 runs added in the over. India are 92 for 5. Cummins from the Reliance end. Perfectly timed.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Over the infield with a cracking shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nice solid defensive shot. Wow, that's missed the lot. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Dug that out well. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Nicked it. Bowling fielders look really confident. Everyone's gone up. Misses everything. Couldn't get it through the field. Cummins will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Was quick onto that in the infield. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed. That's 3 blocks in a row now. They're not doing their run rate any favours. Four defensive strokes now. No wickets is a good thing, of course, but no runs either. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Edged. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Australia needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Australia with a massive shout. Edged it. 3 added in that over. India are 123 for 5. Going with pace now. Nearly gets the edge. Stark with a great delivery there.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Got that away nicely.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Trouble! Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Australia managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. They're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Zampa from the pavilion end. Finds the edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Can't get that outside the ring field. Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball. That last one to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. End of the over, 5 off it. India are 135 for 5. On that nicely, good defence. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Beats the field with a great shot.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
Doesn't beat the infield. Oh, that's hit them at pace. That looked painful. 3 runs added in that over. India 138 for 5. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Edge, but it drops safely. Australia goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
Great shot through the gap. Dug that out well. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
Australia needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Start from the Reliance end. Start over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. You can just stand and admire that shot. How will the bowler respond?
No. Terrible shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Drilled that one away. A direct hit and this could be gone. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. How will he reply?
Absolutely nothing the batter could do there. Totally undone by a superb in-swinging Yorker.
they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
And a fine take by the fielder at deep cover point. It was in the air for some time, but they've held on to it well. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Couldn't get it through the field. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. India 160 for 8. Good pick up, big chance.
A lovely shorter ball. Just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Smacks that away through the gap. Was quick onto that in the infield. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Marsh from the pavilion end. Straight to the fielder. Trouble. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Wow, that's missed the lot. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Hazelwood back on now. Misses everything. Oh, they took off for a moment, but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Edged. Marsh with a huge appeal.
Australia get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the match.